Support Theresa May furious question time reaction to hypocrite Justine Greening. The former education minister helped throw the government into chaos last month when she refused to move to the role of Secretary of State for Work and Pensions during a cabinet reshuffle aimed to restore faith in Theresa May. When the panel was quizzed on the BBC political debate show about whether the Prime Minister's days in office were numbered, Ms Greening hypocritically claimed that in the middle of Brexit the Tory party should get behind Mrs May. Speaking about loyalty to Mrs May, she said, "I think she's got an incredibly challenging job and I think that people have got to get behind her. It's a unique period for our country. People want a prime minister who will steer us through this period of uncertainty." However, in a furious rebuttal, Mr Stanley demanded Ms Greening explain why she had thrown the government into disarray in the middle of Brexit negotiations by refusing to serve in the cabinet role offered to her. He said, "Why didn't you accept what she offered you and stay in the cabinet to support her from inside government?" Defending her decision to resign from the front bench, Ms Greening argued, "In the end, for me, it was not about the job. I did not come into politics for whether I had a role or not. I came into politics because I care passionately that no matter where you're growing in this country, you have the same equal opportunities to make the most of yourself. That's what I was able to pursue in the Department of Education, but I've been very clear, frankly you can do that from outside government as well." Dissatisfied with the weak response offered by the Putney MP, David Dimmerleby then joined the attack to demand an explanation. He said, "If you were supporting the Prime Minister, if you feel she's in difficulty, if you feel Brexit is a big problem, if you feel everyone should be behind her, you didn't do your bit by publicly refusing to do what she asked you to do." In another attempt to defend her actions, Ms Greening continued, "I don't agree with it at all, and actually there was no anger between myself and the Prime Minister." She later added, "I preferred to continue working on the issues that I think matter to this country." In another suggestion of disloyalty, Mrs May's former aide, Nick Timothy, last month revealed the Conservative leader wanted to remove Ms Greening from her post for putting the country in danger of a Jeremy Corbyn government. Mrs May had hoped to woo younger voters by cutting university tuition fees after it emerged that 63% of 18 to 29-year-olds voted for Labour in the 2017 general election. However, Mr Timothy said Ms Greening had refused to back the proposals and the new Education Secretary, Damien Hinds, would leave the Tories more likely to be able to improve their electoral chances. He said, Greening blocked proposals to reduce tuition fees and refused to hold a proper review of tertiary education. He added, charged with making Britain the world's great meritocracy, she put the brakes on policies that work, like free schools, and devised bureaucratic initiatives of little value. She made Nicky Morgan, a managerial education secretary, resemble Michael Gove, education's great radical.